guys, welcome back to New England Next Gen. So today we're going to be breaking down the breaking news today, which is that Mass GOP Executive Director John Milligan is stepping down. A lot of people are asking, what does this mean? Is the party collapsing? Should conservatives in Massachusetts be worried? Well, I'm here to tell you there's actually a lot of opportunity in it, so let's get into it. All right, so here's a quick rundown. John Milligan was the executive director of the Massachusetts Republican Party, and he has officially announced that he's stepping down. This comes at a time when the party is basically running on fumes financially, dealing with donor hesitation, and past compliance issues, and honestly, a lot of internal chaos. The truth, this isn't just a resignation, it's a reset for us, guys. Like, let me be real with you. This isn't just a job change. This is a full organizational reset at a time when the Mass GOP desperately needs it. You don't get 7,000 in the bank and a mountain of donor distrust by accident. You get that when the system isn't working. So, let's try to look for the positive. Why would it be good for conservatives, right? Well, here's the part that no one's talking about. Conservatives in Massachusetts actually gain opportunities with this shakeup. Why? Because when a structure breaks down, grassroots leaders and community organizers, people like you, suddenly have more influence than before. So this is the moment where we get to say, let's rebuild something competent, transparent, and actually effective, right? We want to do that. As a conservative in Massachusetts, we got to do something. So, donors will come back. We don't have to worry about that. They just want professionalism. So let's talk money, right? Donors didn't walk away from Republican ideas. They walked away from a dysfunctional organization. The good news is that new leadership can rebuild trust. People want to give. They just want to know that their money isn't being wasted. So here's something that, also people don't realize is that when the state party is weak, local conservatives gain power. This means community groups, student chapters, podcasters, like, hey, grassroots organizers and local activists. You now have a bigger platform. I have a bigger platform. And our impact is now more important because the state structure is unstable, right? So Republican candidates in Massachusetts can now say, I'm running for the people and not tied to the old Mass GOP drama. And honestly, that's a huge advantage. Moderates and independents in our state love fresh start candidates. And, let's be honest, the supermajority in Massachusetts has gotten so uncomfortable that voters are getting frustrated. So, like taxes, cost of living, transit failures, housing crisis, lack of accountability. This creates openings for conservative solutions, but only if we step up as the opposition voice. So the Mass GOP isn't communicating right now, and that's where, like some people like me, New England Next Gen comes in. That's where we come in. We can fill the gap that the party left behind with real conversations, real solutions, and real community leadership, right? I mean, think about we have the New England Conservative Coalition. They're trying to figure out a way to keep our party alive. I mean, we can't just like let the Republican Party like die out into the wind. We have to, we have, what is it, 40, is it 40% of roughly 40% of Massachusetts voted for Trump. So it shows you that it's not like it's zero conservative people in the Massachusetts. So, here's the big picture. What do we hope for as conservatives in Massachusetts after Milligan's departure? Well, here's the list, guys. A clean professional reboot, a fresh donor strategy, better financial transparency, stronger grassroots networks, local leaders can step up, a message that fits Massachusetts, and a party that's ready for 2026 and not stuck in the past, right? So this isn't the end, guys. It's the starting line. At the end of the day, John Milligan stepping down isn't a shakeup. It's literally the turning point, guys. I can use that. you know, a chance to rebuild, a moment for conservatives to step forward, a real opening for new leadership and new energy in this state. And trust me, we're just getting started. Make sure that you like and subscribe to this video. I just want to show you guys, like, if you want to look up like what's going on as far as like, I have an article from the New England Conservative Coalition. He writes about, basically I can show you guys that he writes about, the Massachusetts Republican Party has been thrown into turmoil. It's all about his stepping down and how they really only have about roughly $7,000 cash in hand. We can look here. So he'll be replaced by Haley Jones. That's the current finance chair. and then they'll be looking for a new finance chair. So we're not sure who that's going to be. Um, but going forward, like, so look at the him stepping down. Like, you can just think about how, like, people like the New England Conservative Coalition and people all over, conservatives all over Massachusetts, that are like gonna jump on this opportunity to really reshape our Republican Party if they can. I know it's only like gonna be like one. There's only like one position open, but this could change a lot, guys. Really could. So let me know your thoughts. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna do some more. I do have to do some more reaction videos, but I wanted to talk about this. So thanks, guys.